What's going on, everybody? Dak, your average gamer guys, back again. MTG Arena action, Premier Draft, Duskmourn. Let's get into it. Really enjoyed the quick drafts. I dabbled a little bit. We probably have some Eldraine up on the channel here in the recent day or two, but Duskmourn is just where I feel comfortable. I need to do more Wilds of Eldraine, so we'll probably do a few more of those quick drafts just to get more familiar with that format. Super fun. All right, what are we looking at here? I am very familiar. We have drafted this set a lot. Sheltered by Ghosts. So amazing. Bottomless Pool, also very good. As is the Horde Caller. Altenac is kind of interesting. Crack Skull. None of the major like removal spells here. So I'm going to take a quick Sheltered by my two picks for this pack. Easily Sheltered by Ghosts. I really also like Bottomless Pool. I am a huge fan of this card. The 1 mana bounce a creature, or yeah, I mean, it's just so good. And the locker room part of it's pretty cool. Late game, somewhere good. I do like Flesh Burrower too, interestingly enough. Not a pick I would take very high. Horde Caller also very good if you're trying to do like the Boros thing, but we'll take a Sheltered by Ghosts here, get things started. We might be able to do this Boros thing. Fear of Surveillance is great. There's a Scorching Dragonfire. Arabella. Do we want Arabella to go around, or do we want to take the Scorching? Scorching is so fantastic. This is super tough. I'm going to take the Arabella, and we'll hope we see another Scorching Dragonfire. Grand Entryway is really good in the deck. Fear of Burning Alive is also quite good. The Ripper, there's a Final Vengeance, there's an Intervention. It's a little bit of a weaker pack. Growing Dread is great in the blue-green Manifest. This is a little tough. I don't usually like to take something like this really high. I think I'm better off taking the Grand Entryway. I really like this card. All right. Now, Most Valuable Slayer is a fantastic pickup. Fear's really good. Violent Urge, if you can get Delirium, really ends some games. I actually don't mind Savior of the Small. That's what I'm going to take here. Although, Most Valuable Slayer arguably is better in the Boros build. Wow, a Flood Pit's Drowner making its way around. Wickerfolk is great. Ticket Booth is probably a good pickup here. Although, Shepherding Spirit, I'll take the Ticket Booth. Sawblade Skin Ripper, don't do this to me. I wanted to do the black-red thing. It's so good. Vicious Clown. I actually really like the Goat, but I think Vicious Clown is a better pickup here. Meat Hook Massacre. Wow, the red-green seems to be very open. We have a Ticket Booth already. Vicious Clown is good, as is Hardened Escort. The Carnival would be really nice to fix our mana. I feel pretty solid that these colors are probably open-ish, although my red could be getting cut here. I would not be surprised by that. Not taking the Scorching Dragonfire for the Arabella is a tough choice. I don't know. We'll see if I get paid off for this or not. I do need some removal here. I have some solid creatures, but I do need some removal. I don't think I want to go the Reanimate route. Playmate's pretty good, but I'm going to take another Grand Entryway. All right. I'm going to take the Friendly Ghost here. Got the Vicious Clown. This is I actually am really high on this card. Okay, there's my Possessed Goat back. Green seems to be very open. take the Ripper. He's fine. He is totally fine. Hopefully, we're gonna. Ooh, Violent Urge made it back around. Smoky Lounge in the Rooms deck is really fun. I actually really like this card. This is a great combat trick, very cheap for 1. And if you can have Delirium, pretty solid. Now we want to look for some of the really quality. We need some of the good red and white removal spells, ideally. Scorching Dragonfire is probably an instant snag for us here. What else? Mana Council's cool. Thrust around every corner is great in the right deck. Merge. Nothing else really speaks to me here. Good cards if you're in green. Couple of these. Blue, like Tunnel's fine. Fear Failed Test is fine. We'll definitely take the Dragonfire. We need to see maybe another 1 or 2 of these. But we also want to look for like a patched plaything. We want to look for a few of the other really good small but effective creatures. And then we want to keep working towards our curve being really low here. So a couple of Possessed Goats. I actually really don't mind this card again. It drops in and then it gets big. 3/1/1 counters, making it a 4/4. Later on, you can pitch a land to this. It's not bad. Not bad. Okay. Not a great pack for us. Both Wildfire Wickerfolk and Brutesman are very good. It's a jump scare versus a turn inside out. I'm actually going to take the turn inside out here. Combat tricks will be important for us, and this is a good way to get some value out of a smaller creature and still get a manifest, which can be good. Okay, Trapped in the Screen versus Fear Surveillance. I really like both of these cards. I love a good Fear Surveillance. I'm going to take the Trapped because I do feel like we do need some more removal spells. Turn Inside, Violent, Scorching, and now Trapped. So we're up to 4 there, which is good. Which is good. I would hope to see, again, another like 2 Scorching Dragonfire. I think we'd be in really great shape. Maybe one more Trapped in the Screen, or the spell skill tapped creature. Okay, we got Office, we got Glimmer Seeker. There's another Trapped in the Screen. Carnival. I just take the other Trapped in the Screen, I think. Although Glimmer Seeker is pretty interesting. Glimmer Seeker with our... Nah, I'm going to take the Trapped in the Screen. I was going to say Glimmer Seeker... We see another one, we would entertain that. Glimmer Seeker with our combat tricks here wouldn't be so bad. Okay, Fear, Jump Scare, Bedhead Beastie, Soul Rager... Pyroclasm. I don't know. Bedhead Beastie I was considering, but I'll take the Hardened Escort. Keep the curves small here. Looks like I might get paid off for this a little bit. I'm honestly really thinking about taking another one of these. We've seen plenty of... What do you call it? Plenty of the fears come around. I'll take the Bedhead BC just to get some of the mountain cycling action and have a little bit bigger of a good big threat, good top end big threat. Now we're looking for cheap creatures. Fear has just been making its way around. Marvin's actually pretty interesting in our deck. But I'll take Fear here. I'm just going to load up on Fears, I think. I'm gonna take the Demonic Council. I'm kind of surprised that card didn't get taken. Especially if you can run Delirium. Another Clown. Savor the Small is going to work really nicely in our deck. Plenty of targets for it. We just need a host of more small creatures here, I think. I would definitely take a couple more Fears. I'm going to take the Neglected Manor. I don't think there's any way that we jump into a Black Splash, but if we do, we get like an Unstoppable Slasher or something. This will take the Carnival, fix our mana. Jump Scare is great. Decent little combat trick. All right, Grievous Wound, Surgical Suite, Flood Pits, Killer Mass, Fear. We have a Glassworks. Ooh. Both of these are really good. I'm gonna take the Surgical Suite though. I really wanted to take the Glassworks. I do, again, I feel like I really do need a few other good removal spells. I'm not the biggest fan of Jump Scare. Jump Scare can help us to push some damage in. Jump Scare actually works pretty good with like Savior of the Small and a few other things. Double Hardened Escort for us is really good. I'm going to take the Slayer here. Withering Torment's so good. Withering Torment's probably the best card in the pack. I do like Living Foam, but I do want a most valuable Slayer. This can also be very, very good with our survival creatures. Disturbing Mirth. There's a Glassworks. It's pretty much an instant snap keep. Snap take for me. A 4 damage removal spell. Shard Mage's Rescue is an interesting one. Decent little combat trick. Probably what we want to be doing. I've got a ticket booth. I could make the argument for another most valuable Slayer. I think this is a Glimmer Light. This is a good, really good card. Good card in what we're trying to do here. I probably don't play, I don't know, Jump Scare is kind of interesting to me. Get another Surgical Suite, Hospital Room, Grand Entryway, and a Living Foam. I like Living Foam in this deck a lot. Clockwork Percussionist, instant take. Vengeful Possession, I don't know if I play, but could be a game ender. I don't know if I play the Razor Chain. Where'd he go? He's pretty good. 5/3. Pretty nice. I could grab the prize. Got a good little brew going here. Seeing a Clockwork Percussionist is really nice. Yeah, I don't know. Sure. Do I Expanse or Fear? Let's take the Fear. I don't think we'll need much fixing here. Should be pretty good. The Carnival and with the Beastie, feel all right. Not going to play the Soul Rager, although I could consider that. This actually, Rampaging Rampaging could be pretty decent in this, actually. All right, let's take a look at what we got here. Plenty of combat tricks. I am pretty much guaranteed to be playing 16 here. That is just what we're going to look to do. Sheltered by ghosts. Grabs the prize. Double trapped in the screen. I don't think I play the Vengeful. Don't play the Razor Chain. Probably don't play this. Surgical Suite. Glassworks. Ticket Booth. Okay, so we're sitting at 16 creatures, 15 non-creatures. Savior of the Small. It's just about anything. Most Valuable Slayer is great. Bedhead Beastie. I could really consider cutting the Bedhead Beastie. I think I would be fine here. That brings me down to 15. I really... the other thought would be maybe not the Possessed Goat and actually bring the Beastie back just for a better top end. Couple 1-drop plays, couple 2-drop plays. I'm not as heavy in the 2-drops as I would have hoped, but that's where like Grand Entryway, Glimmerlight, even Grab the Prize, Surgical Suite could come in handy. Ticket Booth. I don't know that I play Ticket Booth. And we only have a couple survival creatures with Savior of the Small here. Friendly Ghost I could also see getting rid of, although I don't want to get absolutely blown out in the air. And this is a great blocker. And I like the pump. The pump here for a few of these things can be very, very good. Vicious Clown is really interesting. We have plenty of creatures with power 2 or less, like a bajillion of them, actually. So that's pretty nice. Jump Scare, I think I cut. The question is double Grand Entryway. Maybe just play 1. And I think we just play pretty much all of our solid removal spells here. Surgical Suite. I really like. Grand Entryway I could actually see cutting. I don't have any good ways to utilize it once it's fully unlocked. That's what I was saying, though, that where Rampaging Soul Rager might actually be pretty good. This could be a consideration. Maybe bringing this in and not the Beastie. And then really look at maybe actually including one of these. It's essentially a 2-mana creature, right? And then this guy ends up being a 4/4 for 3 with 2 rooms down. And that's not unrealistic. I mean, we're talking a Surgical Suite, a Grand Entryway, or a Glassworks. I guess I only have 3 options here, but I need both doors opened on either of these. And like Grand Entryway, Rotunda, we're talking like Grand Entryway turn 2, Rampaging Soul Rager turn 3. Hopefully we have another play out by that point, and then we're rotundoing, and then this thing is a 5/5 on turn 4. Be pretty sick. Be pretty sick. Maybe Grab the Prize goes. Question is, what else? Shard Mage's Rescue, maybe? I think I would rather have the combat tricks of Turn Inside Out, Violent Urge. Sheltered is great. I like this core suite from Sheltered down is awesome removal. And we're on the last cut. Always the hardest one. I could see it being a goat. We're actually weight heavy, so I probably want to do that. Just by a pip or 2. For instance. How easy am I getting Delirium? Instance. Living Phone's an artifact. Probably not great. There's something I want to do instead of Violent Urge. Probably not. I don't think so. I think the first strike here is good enough. If we can get it to the point where it has double strike, that's great. Not a bad chance to get, like... I really don't have a ton of enchantment creatures, but I have artifact creature, enchantment creature here. Maybe I should have taken the Terramorphic Expanse, because that could help to get a land in there for Delirium, although I wasn't really too concerned about that. I think this is pretty decent. Try to get a little beatdown action going. It's got some good tools and some decent sweet removal, so let's try it out. To some games we go. Okay, on the play. Nice little curve. We got our colors. Let's rock and roll. Actually, a really nice curve. Hello, my friend. This is a good Glassworks target, I think. So I would like to surveil. Keep the Hardened Escort on top. Tis another watchdog. That's an interesting play. Why not Expanse first? Yep. I guess that gave them an extra surveil. Sell it? Okay. Sure. Sure. How helpful is this? Probably not helpful. I'm probably looking for a removal spell at this point. I would ideally like to get... That's interesting. I think I get this out of... I'm gonna keep the land. I think we get that attempt to get it out of at least Glassworks range. Yeah, that's what I was a little worried about. Yep. Now, I do not want them drawing extra cards here. The Menace is a little tough, though, so I'm going to take the 5. They get to draw their card. Play this big guy. Trapped in the screen here. Would have been ideal. I think we go Soul Rager and Living Phone, though. As long as they don't have an answer for that. Maybe we double block here and block here. Easty, nice. I mean, we just chump Savior of the Small and hope Arabella doesn't die. Drowner, nice. Can lock that down, solid. Is this whenever one or more creatures? Oh, I just don't. I just take the damage. So I can double hard and escort this next turn. And I'm super safe. Perfect shape here. We will pretty cleanly clean this up. Scorching Dragonfire by them. Good game, friend. Clean one. Clean one. We got out quick, and we got her done. Okay. I will take this. This is kind of my hope for Soul Rager here. Oh, and we get an Arabella? Yes, please. I think we go this route first. I want to protect Arabella a little bit. Brood Spinner. Well, we're going to blow this Brood Spinner up with Glassworks. They did not attack, interestingly enough. And now Rampaging Soul gets online. Manifest Dread, that seems good. Is it that? Or is it a Hardened Escort? No, I think the Soul Rager. 4/4 feels pretty good. If we draw another land, then we're hardened escorting and Arabella-ing. I kind of had a feeling that was coming. I'm fine with this, actually. I would have preferred that be the target than an Arabella, for instance. They're probably a bit out of gas, and their manifests are going to have a little bit of a hard time punching through here. Okay, well, the mana situation's a little awkward. Because I can't do two things. That is not the right combination of mana we are looking for. Vitality. Wow. That's cool. The plains would be ideal. Glimmerlight works too. Because now I get to do this. And now I can basically just attack with both Hardened Escorts. This equips for one. Yeah. Okay. That's a little bit of a bummer. But we power up Savior the Small. And we're probably in pretty decent shape here. Other threats around the corner. Very nice. All right, what I think I do here instead, actually, if I equip the Glimmer and then I Elegant Rotunda, they have to like triple block. Withering Torment. They got a million mana here. This gets really tough here for them. I don't know. What in particular could they have here? We just still attack. Because if I get the other Hardened Escort back, this is pretty well GG's. Sure. What do we got here? We're in a pretty good shape. Vile Mutilator. That's fine. Sacrifice a non-token creature. I guess this. Yep. This is pretty gross. I just leave it on the Arabella, I think. If Arabella attacks, it's GG's because I just open up Shatter Yard. Graveyard to your hand. Ooh, Vile Mutilator. Oh, they can't. I exiled it. What's the option here? They only have 6 cards in their deck. Holy moly. Wow. You could, yeah, I mean, there's... Yeah, Brute Spinner would have been what I would have taken. Surveil too. It just really doesn't, I mean, there's just nothing they can do here. I attack with the Arabella. Good game. Nice little grindy W. They had a great deck. We just were able to take care. What's interesting is I don't feel like they played a ton of creatures, right? Overgrown Zealot. We didn't see the Fear. They're just another Overgrown Zealot. Just everything was manifest. Everything was manifested. They had the Vile Mutilator. What was this? Oblivious Bookworm. Unfortunately, they had the 1 blue. What else were they playing? Was that the only blue card they played? It was. Which is unfortunate because they needed that. Although I guess Enduring Vitality helps to solve that problem. They had 6 cards left. They just didn't have many creatures. Huh. Not the most excited about this hand, if I'm being honest. Sheltered by Ghost doesn't really want to go on. But I mean, turn 3, turn 4... It could be fine. It could be fine. The rat. Very nice. Man, people playing 3 colors, and they are finding them. That is for sure. Disturbing Mirth. Very nice. I am in trouble. This deck's like premium open, basically. I honestly couldn't think of a better open for this deck. Legitimately. We'll put our little living phone out here. We block the face down card. We're gonna blow this up. Oh, they exile it. Okay, well, I am just gonna be outclassed hard here. This represents a good blocker, at least. But they could just... If they have the Vengeance on the Fear of Lost Teeth for this, which they do, here it comes. I'm taking a boatload more damage. So they have Enchantment, Creature, and Instant here. I mean, if I'm walking into something, it is what it is. I don't have a choice. I don't know. What was this? Resurrected Cultist? It's actually pretty fine for me. I guess I could have Hardened Escort and then Sheltered by Ghosts something. This is also a good blocker. I'm gonna try to gain some life and then keep the Hardened Escort back. And then if Hardened Escort dies, I can Surgical Suite it. They're gonna do Painters, maybe? Yep. Playmate and Piggy Bank. And they want the Piggy Bank in the graveyard, that's for sure. Final Vengeance, of course. My deck is just not equipped for how good their suite of removal is. The problem is my... Oh, man. Yeah. I'm in trouble here. I'm probably dead, right? Gains Menace. Lanes is not ideal. Oh, jeez. I shouldn't have opened the hospital room. Good game. That was just a absolute whooping. That is a very good deck. That is the Premier Sacrifice, Rakdos Sacrifice deck. Oh man, that is so. I feel so confident. We are 100% in this game if we have 3 mana. If we get our 3rd land drop, we are absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, in my mind, we are in that game. That's a tough way to finish. And we bombed out pretty hard. We won 2. And we proceeded to lose 3 straight games. Some close ones, and then we got just absolutely rolled by a really good Rakdos deck. And then, I mean, I guess I don't keep that last. I don't know if that seems fair. That seems fine to keep that last hand. With as much as we had the ability to play, we just could not find the 3rd land. Unfortunately, how is the deck? Obviously, you know, didn't feel like a 2 and 3 deck. Felt like it would have been better. The games that it won, they were all pretty grindy. We had to find smart ways to push in some damage and to be cute, but we had some good combat tricks. We had a decent suite of removal. Like that last game, we find a Trapped in the Screen. Instead of that last Hardened Escort to get rid of the fear, we're in probably okay shape. They had good timely removal for our Arabella, and then, you know, the other things that we wanted to try to do there. Fear of Survey, you know, our Glimmer token that was going to present a blocker, all that good stuff. Yeah, that last one's a little frustrating. Just not being able to find the 3rd land after a mulligan is pretty tough. It happens. It happens. We didn't see Vicious Clown at all in any of the 5 games, which is pretty interesting. I would have definitely taken an extra Scorching Dragonfire, but it felt like the rest of it was pretty solid. I felt like we had the opportunity to do quite a bit. Maybe a little heavy in the 4-drop slot. Maybe, again, I really like Friendly Ghosts, but maybe not perfect for this deck. Maybe we could have looked to play something a little lower on the curve, maybe a Possessed Goat. Maybe, I guess, probably would have been the only thing I would have thought about, potentially. Maybe another Grand Entryway. This was great. Being able to get some runes with Soul Rager was really, really nice. It was very easy to get this turned on with the white-red rooms, to get this turned into a 4/4 pretty quickly. We had the most ideal play to turn this into a 5/5 on turn 4. Was really nice, really nice, by going Grand Entryway, Soul Rager into the Elegant Rotunda and pumping it up and having some decent power on the board. So that'll be something I look to do again. I don't think this card gets taken very highly. Great blocker though for the manifest creatures, and then again being able to get 2 rooms open, pretty solid. So not my best showing, but a draft is a draft, and we had some fun-ish. We had some fun. I love drafting the set. Super enjoy Duskmourn, so I am sure we'll be back with. If you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, do the YouTube thing, help us get to 1,000 subs. It's our first main channel goal. We really do appreciate that. Likes and comments are always appreciated. Love chatting with you down below. Got a Discord if you want to pop over there. We got a channel dedicated to Magic the Gathering that we're getting up and running. And if you want to show off some cool polls, some awesome drafts, any of that good stuff that you get, I'd love to see it. So feel free to join over there. And yeah, lots more content on the channel. If you enjoy openings, we do those every Wednesday. Pack openings, both play and collector boosters. Got a whole big playlist of that. Whole bunch of playlists, big playlist of all of our MTG Arena content as well. If you want to pop back and see how we're doing, been in opens, qualifiers, all that good stuff. So if you're interested in any of that, be sure to go check it out. Other than that, though, we'll leave you to it. Have a great rest of the day, and we'll be sure to catch you in the next one.